Jai Hind and Jai Bharat to all my loving children. I think all of you are present in my class today. Just after 5 minutes, I'll be recording your attendance and I'll be marking present only to those students who are present in my class. Others will be marked absent. Children, repeatedly, I've been telling you that your attendance is very must for appearing in your exams. You can visit to any of the CBSE sites and you can check that how very important is your attendance even in your online classes, children. As it was important in your offline classes, it is equally important in your online classes. So I am very strict. Okay, I'll be checking it after 5 minutes. So I'm here today, your Tulika ma'am, to teach you a topic which is very, very interesting and easy also from your writing section. Now, this topic, it includes letter writing. What is a letter, children? Letter is that piece of paper which we use to communicate. The piece of paper, it records through words, isn't it, which we express to communicate to the other person. The letters can be of two types. One is friendly letters, another is official letters, right? So friendly letters, we write the letters to our parents, to our friends, to our grandparents, isn't it? And the formal letters, we use it for our business purpose. Now, first, in a very brief way, I'll just tell you about writing friendly letters. Now, children, when we were students like you people, used to spend lots and lots of time in writing letters. You know, we used to write letters to our grandparents, then to our parents, to our friends, but with the change of time, gradually we have entered to the digital era. Writing is now replaced by texting message. We have become so lazy. We don't write letters now. We just open our mobile phone or we ping a message, isn't it? Or at times, very rare, we mail. We use emails for communicating, isn't it? Those are very rare. Or the more lazy person like me, what I do now, just dial the number, call and express yourself, isn't it? But in this digital era, the business letters still they are restoring their place of importance. So today I'm going to teach you a type of business letter, right? So for that, I'll be sharing my PPT and I prepared a PPT for you people, children, and I think you would enjoy the class with that PPT. Now, the letter of placing orders. Now, before I start telling you about letter of placing orders, I just want to say that the modern world is the world of trade, commerce, business. The commercial correspondence or the business letters occupy an important role in personal as well as public life. A business letter is quite different from the personal letter that I have discussed, isn't it? Its form, its tone, its content, it's quite formal. It needs an impersonal and a matter of fact treatment, children. Now, children, today I'm going to teach you the letter of placing orders. When do we place orders, children? When do we write such letters? When we place the orders for some goods, for some materials, for some books, all right, for some useful items, we place the orders to the factories, we place the orders to the dealers, we place the orders to the shopkeepers, we place the orders to the chemist shop, we place the orders to the depots, we place the orders to the publishing houses. So we have a definite format to write such letters. And these letters, we would need it today also. So, children, I would request all of you to be very careful, and I would request you to pay all your attention and learn the steps of writing such letters. Now, while I was teaching you the complaint letter, always one thing I used to say you, children, just learn by heart the format of writing such letters. Now, this letter writing comes in writing section, right? Writing sections tests your creative skills. That is true. But your formats, each and every writing section has a definite format. Now, if you are well versed with the formats of the letters or the articles, you are scoring marks from writing a correct format also. Each and every letter, each and every write-ups, whatever you'll be getting for your writing sections, you have marks for your formats also. So every time, every year, I just force the children to learn. Now you will say, ma'am, English is not a subject to learn, ma'am. This is all about our creative skills. Yes, true, children. Very true. But the formats, if you learn by heart, the opening lines, the styles, the techniques of writing such official letters, such business letters, it would help you all to score marks, children. And believe me, it will help you a lot. At the beginning, you won't understand how very important it is. But as you will come near to your boards, you yourself will come up to me to say, ma'am, just tell me what is the opening line of the blessing order? What is the opening line or ending line of the complaint letter? Right? So, let us start. The letter writing is an important topic in the English writing skills, the section for school students. While writing a formal letter, one has to follow the format of letter writing. A formal letter can be written for various reasons, children. Here we have covered the format letter of a formal letter written for different purposes, as I told you before. On the other hand, an formal letter is written to one's an informal letter, children. Okay, it is written to one's friends, family, or relatives. As an informal letter is not an official letter, one does not have to follow the format strictly. But then also, there is a strict order like the date, the sender's address and brief, then the date, right? Sender's address only can write the place or house number, place, then the date, then the salutation, dear, okay, loving, and then you have two paragraphs and then ending. All right. So there is no strict rule for the informal writing. Right, children? Here we will discuss the samples of letter writing. Now, a letter is one's person, you can say it's a very personal written message to another pertaining to some matter of common concern. The letters are of two types, the formal letter and the informal letter. Right. Now, we will be discussing the format of the formal letter. A formal letter has a format which needs to be followed, and all the letters are more or less, the language of the letters would change, but the techniques, the opening lines, those will change. But the format, the layout is more or less same in all kinds of formal letter. Clear, children? So, we start the formal letter with the sender's address. The sender's address you would get from the question itself, or if it is not mentioned in the question, you can write any any address you want. That can be of your choice. Then the date when you are writing the letter. The date should be in extended form. The date should not be in short form. The formal letter should have an extended form like 6th of July 2020. Am I clear? Then you would write name or designation. Name or designation. Okay? Then the address is address. Means to whom you are writing the letter. To whom you are addressing the letter. Right? Then you would now, after the sentence address, you are going to leave a line. After that, the date is in extended form. Then also after that, you are leaving one line. Then comes the address's address. The address's address will start with the name or the designation. Mostly we use the designation of the addressee, the editor, the manager, the principal, okay, the police superintendent, the commissioner. We start with the designation. Then you will complete it. Now, what at times I have seen children, they write the editor, and then when the question is that write a letter to the editor of a Delhi newspaper, what do you write? The editor, the Delhi newspaper. Bas, that's it. But Delhi newspaper, you have to write the name. If the name is not mentioned in your question paper, you just write a name of your choice. If you have been asked to write a letter to the commissioner, write the commissioner and then the address of your choice. The municipal commissioner, the municipality, the police superintendent, the whole address. Is that clear, children? These mistakes often we do. And at the end, there's the third line. First will be the designation or the name, designation, and then the address. The place should be mentioned there in address's address also. As in sender's address, you will be mentioning the place. In address's address also, you will be mentioning the place, children. Right. Now, leaving one line, you will start your salutation. Respected sir, or sir and slash madam, slash or madam, right? After that, you will be writing, leaving one line, the subject, subject of your letter. If it is a complaint letter, you will just get the subject from the question. Just write it, quote it from the question and write it there. It should always be in inverted comma or you can underline it. Am I correct, children? Hmm? Are you following me? So, if it is a complaint letter, you'll be writing the complaint letter, whatever, for what intention you are writing, that would be mentioned in the subject. If it is a leave application, leave application. If it is a placing order, then placing order of books, placing order of furnitures, whatever it is written, that information surely you will be getting from the question. You can just quote it from the question, right? Then comes the body of the letter. The body of the letter, I ask you always to include. Now, there would be one line gap. Salutation, one line gap, then subject, then one line gap, then body. The body, when you are writing body, I just ask children to follow three paragraph patterns. And now, when you change your paragraphs, don't start from the middle of the line. Start it from the left side, leaving one line. You will start the new paragraph from the left side itself from the margin, but you would leave one line in between. Right, children? So, the body which I force you people to do, I ask you to compile your letter in three paragraphs. First paragraph, you would introduce yourself and the problem what for which you are writing the letter or the issue for which you are writing the letter, that you can get it from your question itself, right? After introducing yourself and your issue or the problem, the second paragraph, you would say, what are the problems you are facing due to your mentioned problem? You will just write a detailed note about what is the problem you are facing. Or if you are placing an order, you would just clear one or two lines. I'll be giving you the lines what you have to write, that for which concern, for which cause you are ordering the materials in a bulk or in retail, what price you want to quote for it, or what concession you want. So everything you would be writing there. In the third paragraph, you would be giving your suggestions. Okay, you'll be giving your suggestions. If it's a complaint letter, you can give your suggestions. If you it is a placing order, you may say that I suggest you or I expect that the goods when delivered to me should be in the right form or well packed. All right, so such suggestions are expected in the third paragraph. Or if it is a complaint letter, hopefully the slipping authorities would take the steps as early as possible. Okay, so all these things will be compiled in the third paragraph. So first paragraph is the introductory paragraph, second paragraph is the detail, third paragraph is the suggestion. All right, and next it comes to the complimentary closure, thanking you. All right, now I don't like using your sincerely or your such notes while writing the letters for business letter or um, your complaint letters. Application to principal and all, you can use such words, but Right. If you can avoid, you have to be very precise, The main thing is that while writing formal letters, you have to be very precise, and you have to take an important note on the content and the style of writing and the use of words also. You have to be very official. And then after the complimentary closure, what you would do, thanking you, it's okay, children. All right. After thanking you, what you will write? You would give your signature. Signature in full, not in your short signature. All right. Signature in full, like Tulika Pathak. Tulika Pathak. The signature in full, right? And next, just in a bracket, you will be giving your designation, right? A teacher, a student, a librarian, in such way, a common citizen. Okay, so a student. So this would differ with the letters. I think you are following me, children. Are you? Now, types of formal letters. All right. Suppose you have to write a letter, how you want it to appear. How you want it to appear. Just now I have told you. It should be very clear and concise. Now, you should not exaggerate with flowery language or quotes, or you cannot exhibit your writing skills there. You have to be very precise. You have to be very definite. You use a different tone in writing the formal letters, children. All right. It should be interesting and easily understandable. Now, you should not write very difficult, ornamented words in your formal letters. It should be very clear, simple, so that the other person understands it. Now, you might be a postgraduate, but the letter is going to a shopkeeper. Okay, so he might not be as qualified as you. So, he might not understand your flowery language, your flowery use of words, right? So, you have to use very simple words with, very definite tone, with a very definite tone, right? Now, as also you have an idea about the informal and formal letter format. Just now I discussed about the format of formal letters. We know that all these letters have a pre-specified formats. Everyone has to write a business letter. If not today, when you grow up like me, you have to write business letter. Or many of you at this age also, you might have started writing business letter for placing orders or canceling orders, isn't it? Many of you might have done, or complaint letters. Many of you might have started writing letters or letter to the editors. So so everyone has to write the business letter of some type once in their life. Why many times in their life, I think so. It is important to express the main content of the letter in clear and unambiguous terms, which I said just now. In this section, we are going to study the types of formal letters with samples. So, let us start. The first type is the business letter. The business letters are the formal letters which is used from one company to another or between such organizations, clients, and other external parties. These letters are important because at times they act as permanent written records. This include, what are the letters which include the business letter, children? The letters of inquiry. You write letters of inquiry to inquire about some course, about some package tours. All right. Placing orders, which we'll be doing today. Placing orders for books, placing orders for furnitures, placing orders for anything. Canceling orders, we use business letters. For registering complaints, we use business letters and etc. So the next is the official letters. The official letters are generally written by the employees to file a complaint and or to apologize for something. Either to file a complaint or to apologize. These include letter of complaints, making enquiries, making requests and appeals. Right? Now comes the letter to the editor. These are commonly used letters. The letters to the editors. The letter to the editor, such letters voice the opinion of the people and provide them a platform to express their agreement or disagreement or reaction to the news and the views contained in newspapers. These letters provide a forum to the readers to express their strong feelings and reactions to local, national, and international issues. Right? Children, are you following? Now, the letters of job application. Letters of job applications are written either to make a request or to apply for a service. This kind of letter you will be learning. I'll be teaching you when you will be going to your plus 2 classes. I'll be teaching you there. This is not included in your class 10th course. So, now we come to the letter which we are going to learn today, the placing order. Right? Now, placing order, as I told you, children, we write these letters to place orders for books, for a library, or for personal use. We write such letters of placing orders for some chemicals for your laboratories. We write such letters to place orders for furnitures, for anything, right? So it has a definite format. And please, children, again, I'll request you to go through the format, learn the format. Yes, learn the format. Learn the the opening lines, the closing lines. Okay, the styles, the techniques, learn it by heart. Only what you will do when you will get the placing orders, you will just write what is there in the question, you will just replace it. You will replace the sentences with whatever it has been. It would be asked in your question. You will be replacing your letter with whatever you will be getting in the question. Otherwise, the format, the opening line, the ending line, everything you learn it from here only. Right? So first, we would have the writer's address. What do we call it as? Sender's address. Now here, this letter Now, this letter C, the writer's address, AJ uh, 12,056 Mayur Bihar, Phase 1, Delhi 94. So, see how brief the address is, isn't it? You are writing the name of the place from where you belong, the house number, the phase, and the pin code. The pin code is must, children. Please do write the pin code, name of the place, and the pin code. Leave one line. Then comes the date. Date in extended form. 25th March 25th 2019 or 25th March 2019. See, you can see there is a gap between the date and the sender's address. That is a one line gap which you have to follow in all of the letter. So after the date, again you will be leaving a line. Then the designation or the address of the receiver. So what you are going to write there? The marketing manager. The marketing manager, Samsung India Private Limited. See, the marketing manager, the designation, and after that you are writing the company or the publishing house or the dealer's name you would be writing there. All right, Samsung India Private Limited. And after that, see, that is what I was telling you at the starting of the letter. You have to give the address. C 1262 Sai Nagar East, Delhi, pin code 110022. Right? So pin code is must in your letters, children. Now leave one line again. Here I have given the subject intentionally. You can have, though I prefer writing the salutation first and then the subject. But children, I have seen many books, they are having the either the subject at the top, then the salutation, right? And some books are having the salutation and then the subject. Both the ways you are correct. CBSE is not going to deduct marks for any of this changes of place, either the subject or the salutation. You will be awarded marks for both the cases. So the subject you would get it from the question itself. They should be short. The subject should be very short and specific to make all the content clear. Now, the official or the person to whom you're writing, he doesn't have so much of time to go through your letter. He will just take your letter and read what is the subject. Oh, this is the placing order of the English books. Oh, the social books. Oh, the story books for the library. Understood? So they'll just see the subject to learn what is the content about. So the subject should be very specified and very short, right? And see here I've written keep the maximum words, that is 12, not more than that. Remember, if it is less than 12, it is the best. Then comes the salutation. Dear sir, or dear madam, or you can write only sir or madam. Do not put a comma after that. Many of you commit this mistakes that you put a comma after that. No. Then when you start the content, you leave one line, then from the left corner that is near the margin, you will start writing the letter in the three formats as I told you. I'll be showing a sample also. Now, here is a letter for placing order for the furnitures. All right. So, first, what we are going to do? Yes, we are going to write the sender's address. The sender's address, New Era Business, 16 Ring Road, Delhi 1. So, pin code is very important. Then you will be leaving one line. Then what comes, children? Date, November 30, 2020. Then leave one line. Then comes the manager, Woods and Worlds, 35 Patel Street, Delhi 18. At times, children, the sender's address or the addressee's address will be mentioned in the question. If it is not mentioned, nothing to get panicked at that time. You can just write your own address, any address of your own choice. Okay? Please don't get panicked if it is not written. Most of the cases it would be written, but if I have seen many questions where you won't get the sender's address. Okay? Please write any of the address of your own choice. Right? And this address, that 35 Patel Street, Delhi 18, this address won't also be given. It may write it. The question may come in this way: write a letter to the manager of Woods and Worlds, and you place the order of such and such furniture. So, so while you are writing the letter, you cannot write in this way. The manager of Woods and Worlds, first, you cannot write this much. You have to write the 35 Patel Street, whatever address, and the pin code, and the place and the pin code, Delhi 18. Is that clear? Then again you will be leaving a line. So see, here is a mistake, children. Dear Sir, after that, there shouldn't be any comma. There shouldn't be any comma. I'll be deducting marks if you are putting any comma after Dear Sir. No comma. There shouldn't be any comma. Then, leaving one line, you will write subject placing order for furniture. Right? So after that, see, you are not going to write much for placing order. As we have discussed telephonically on behalf of our company, I like to place an immediate order for the supply of the following set of furnitures. Now, when you are giving the order for the furnitures, for the book, for anything else, please do make a table. Please do make a table. That is must. Making table also includes marks, children. Please do make a table. Okay. First will be the model number, name of the item and quantity. All right. So model number 1254, name of the item chair, quantity 25. Then model number 1478, chair, quantity 12. Then model number 2148, conference table, quantity 3. Then model number 4615, table, quantity 50. Then model number 2418, name of the item sofa, quantity 2. Children, this is very important. You have to mention the ordered items in a table. In a table. This is very important. So as we have, then again you will be leaving one line and you have to write. As we have discussed, we are sending a demand draft of rupees 20,000 as advance payment. The rest will be paid at the time of delivery. Kindly ship the above order at the above mentioned address. Kindly then leave one line. Just see how I have changed the paragraph. From the left corner, I have done, children. Kindly adhere to the terms of the agreement, we hope to receive the order in the 4 working days. Leave one line thanking you, yours truly, XYZ. The name you can mention also, but I prefer to write the name as XYZ or ABC if the name is not mentioned in the question paper. And then HR. Clear? That's it for your class today. I think by now you have understood how to write a letter for placing order. I'll be giving you a placing order. Now, this placing order letter, which I have given you as a sample, please do write this letter in your B notebooks. In your index, you'd be writing placing order, letter of placing order in bracket, formal letters. Then you will put a margin. Then you will write formal letter sample and you will be writing this letter. Now, there was a mistake in this letter. There was a comma after dear sir. Please do not use comma. I will deduct marks for it. The marks deduction is there for writing for a comma there. Is that clear, children? Am I clear to everybody? And for your classwork, and your homework assignment I'll be sharing. I'll be giving you a question through my PDF. I'll be giving a PDF. I'll be sharing a PDF in the online WhatsApp group, and then I want you to write that homework assignment in your B notebooks. All right, and the next class, again another class this month only, I'll be taking up for your placing order letters so that you get well versed. And that day, I won't explain you children. I would ask you to write the letters and I will ask you to show me what you have written or to tell me what you have written. That would be completely your classwork assignment. Right? So, till then, I think you have understood. Do your work as I'm asking you to do. So, till then, be safe, keep on studying, be positive. Goodbye.